Monday Night Raw took place last night on President's Day, and it took place in Washington. And when they first announced it was Washington, I thought, oh, perfect, we're in Washington, D.C. for President's Day. Maybe they can even invite President Trump to come. He's a friend of Linda McMahon's. Isn't Linda McMahon one of the heads of his campaign, I believe? But actually, it was in Everett, Washington, the state of Washington, not the District of Columbia. So, got that wrong. He started the show off with one of the best angles of the year, probably the second best angle on TV, only behind the Orton and Edge thing from a few weeks ago. He had Randy Orton come out, and he's about to talk. He's interrupted by Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy has a neck brace on, and this was just great the way they set this up. So basically what happens is Matt Hardy is cutting a promo on Randy Orton. He's talking about Edge. He talks about how him and Edge really became friends after everything that happened with Lita, and he's talking about how Randy took what Edge took his dream from him, and he devastated him and stuff like that. And Hardy keeps asking why, and then Randy eventually leaves the ring. And Hardy was basically wearing a neck brace and street clothes. He says he doesn't know what his future is, stuff like that. So he does see that this could be his last time. Orton leaves, and then of course he basically walks up the ramp, but he comes back, and as soon as he does that, Hardy gets a chair because he realizes, oh shit, trouble's coming. And he swings a chair at Orton, but he hits the ropes, and Orton eventually gets him down. He takes him down to the ground, throws him into the barricade, throws him into the steps, and then he beats him down with the steel chair for a while in the ring. Hits him 3 times in the back. Then he takes the chair and crushes his chest with the chair. And then he takes him outside and then to the steps. And this is where he takes down the steps. And I thought what he was going to do, he was going to put Hardy's head in between the steps. He's going to take the other big step. On the base step on the ground, he's going to take the one on top, the smaller one, and then crush his head. So what he does is he puts he puts him on the big step, and he puts a smaller one next to it, and then he takes a chair and he stands on the step, so he has more height and more elevation, and he crushes Matt Hardy's head with the concerto, just brutal. And then they show kids crying, many kids. You see them shocked, stunned, sad, and they think this is real. I thought, wow, this is one of the best angles they've done all year. I think they do it too much with the crowd reactions. Ever since The Undertaker lost the WrestleMania streak, they've been obsessed with crowd reactions. But after that, the people are shocked. He comes back and he takes it again. He goes. I thought he was going to use the step sign, but he puts Hardy's head back on the steps. He takes the chair and second concerto. Now there's even more fans crying. People are shocked. People are just devastated. It's an amazing angle, one of the best I've seen this year. They even get the stretcher for Matt Hardy to sell the angle, and I assume this is the last we've seen of Matt Hardy. And this is an amazing angle to go on, I have to say. I thought this was great. Next, we go to they come back and they show Hardy being taken away on the stretcher as they recap what happened. You have Aleister Black against Eric Rowan. Aleister Black wins. I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's the stupid Eric Rowan bullshit. It's fucking cage. Maybe he's going to reveal at WrestleMania. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Charlotte cuts a promo next. She talks about being at NXT TakeOver Portland, and the fans are chanting NXT, and she has to stop that because it's supposed to be Raw. It's supposed to be Pro Raw. But she is cutting a promo, and she cuts a promo on Rhea Ripley, and she talks about how Rhea had the audacity to show up in Raw and challenge her, and then she thought Ripley was good and very good, and she will humble her, however, at WrestleMania. And she says everyone is the next big thing until they're not. And this wasn't a very good promo at all by Charlotte. Sets up the match with Rhea. I don't know. I thought Bianca got a lot more over than Rhea on the TakeOver show she did. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out this match. I don't think Rhea's really that good of a worker. I think she was really hot in the fall, but she's steamed down. I don't think she's ready for this WrestleMania match. I think they made a mistake. I think they already might have some buyer's remorse on that match. Rick Ross, Rosa Raw, I don't care about that. They announced that they're going to they announced the Elimination Chamber participants, and the winner faces Becky Lynch at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's title. You have Natalya, you have Liv Morgan, you have Asuka, you have Ruby Riott, you have Sarah Logan, and of course, you have the winner, Shayna Baszler. McIntyre comes out, says there's 48 days to WrestleMania, points to the sign, boring promo. Heyman interrupts, and I heard Heyman's on the hot seat because Raw sucks, so I don't know what that means with Brock if they fire Heyman like they fired Bischoff, but they could because they're not happy, and they shouldn't. Raw always sucks. they have MVP come out and he faces McIntyre. Quick match. I guess MVP is now, he has a war with the company. He's basically like a producer backstage. That's his job. But he gets crushed by Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, he, I don't know how I feel about him. I don't know. I just don't see much in him. I don't see him being a star. He doesn't have much charisma. I hope they don't make him the generic babyface. I think people are going to look at him like Roman Reigns. So next, they recap the Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler angle from last week with Shayna biting Becky. I think this is one of the better things they have right now. Becky comes on. I thought she cut a bad promo. I hated the whole. She gets a bag filled of $100 bills. She drops in the ring. She's paying up front for what she's going to do for Baszler. I thought this was a horrible promo by Becky. I think the fans might turn on her. And they were cheering for Shayna when Shayna was cutting the promo. She says. Shayna, she talks about how Shayna went for Becky's luck. That's what animals do. She says, do I look like prey to you? And she talks to all the women she beat, and she does mention Ronda. Shayna comes on the big screen, and she says that the chamber match was in a cage. She comes from cage fighting, and she quipped that she would chew through everyone, kind of a pun. Then she said that she didn't actually plan on biting her next week. She just happened, and she warned her about what she did have planned. Baszler said she would tear the shit out of Becky Lynch, and wow, I thought that was good. I thought, man, that was a good one. And Becky says she's rooting for her. I like how Shayna's in Becky's head. That was a great promo by Shayna. I don't know how longer it's going to go on because I think they started too early with this angle. We still have like 7 weeks, so they'll lose steam. I mean, the Becky Ronda stuff was the best thing ever, like a couple of years ago, or a year and a half ago, whatever. And it's steamed out by WrestleMania, and the Heat died, and they had the dead crowd. So I think they're going to have a dead crowd too. I don't know. I feel the angle might die, lose a lot of steam by the time you get there. But Shayna's winning the match at the Chamber, and she's going to face Becky. I think she could beat her. I don't know. Becky's the top star, so they could be building Shayna for Becky. And I suppose they could have Shayna win and Becky gets the belt maybe at SummerSlam, something like that, regains it. But they're building up Shayna for Becky. Shayna's the star. Becky's the star. Becky's their top star. So I don't know how they're going to use it. But it's a very good angle. We'll see how much longer they can go here. And I think this is a much better angle than Charlotte and Rhea. I'm not that interested in that at all. They go backstage, Charlie Caruso, she interviews. I like also how Becky Lynch is scared of Shayna Baszler. She couldn't make eye contact. I like how they're going to pull up that angle. She's Shayna's getting in Becky's head. Charlie Caruso interviews Lana, Bobby Lashley, Zelina Vega, and Angel Garza. And I just have to say how hot Zelina Vega is. Fuck, she's so hot. My God, she looked really good last night. Lana's very attractive, but my God, I thought Zelina just blows her away. Zelina's insane. It was an okay promo. They're setting up a tag match. You have Bobby Lashley and Angel Garza with Lana and Zelina against Rusev and Humberto. Lashley and Garza get the win. Rusev, I think, probably... I don't know what they're doing with him. I don't know if he's on his way out, but I don't see him doing much with Rusev. So, Asuka and Kairi Sane come out. They're the tag team champs. Kairi Sane's facing Asuka. Kairi wins by count out. Nothing much here. Nothing much happened here. It was a pretty average match. Pretty boring. I don't know. Nothing really much to say here. It was just a win for Kairi. I suppose they're going to set up... I don't know what they're going to do at WrestleMania with them. I don't know if they're going to even defend the titles at WrestleMania. They may just be in a battle royal, but you have Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I'm sure they'll got Alexa on the card. They have to get her somewhere on the card. Who else? I don't think they're going to do Mandy and Sonya because I think they're going to split. I guess Natalya can get a partner. I don't know. But they had same way count out. I don't know what they're going to do at Mania. Seth Rollins sermon, I just sucks. Who cares? I know Rollins is an atheist, so maybe he feels like because an atheist he's allowed to mock Christians. But imagine mocking. You're allowed to mock Christians. Imagine if you tried to mock a Muslim or a Jew, especially a Jew. What would happen? What would be the deal? But I guess it's Christian. It's considered patriarchy or fuck. I don't know. Anyway, I know Rollins is an atheist. He probably gets off on mocking Christians and stuff. So whatever. Whatever, it is what it is. It's kind of like, it reminds me a lot of CM Punk. I know why people don't like people like that. He had an AJ Styles and OC promo. He cuts a promo on them, and he pretty okay here, and then Ricochet interrupts, and Ricochet talks about no one believes he can beat Brock, and he's not going to beat Brock. Eventually, have Ricochet against Carl Anderson. Ricochet with the win. Nothing much to say here. They go backstage. Charlie Caruso interviews Liv Morgan. She felt betrayed when Ruby Riott attacked her. And I just noticed that her, Ruby, and Sarah all in the Elimination Chamber. So we'll see. The whole Riott squad is going to be reunited, at least for one match. But she's devastated Ruby did to her. And she wants to eliminate her at the Chamber and get a title shot at Mania. So none of those three are winning. It's, probably come down to Shayna and Natty, most likely. Raw's in Winnipeg for the first time since 2004 next week. That's interesting. They haven't been there for so long, so it's in Canada. Finally, get to the last match, main event. You have Kevin Owens and the Viking Raiders against Buddy Murphy and the Authors of Pain, Razor and Akam. So we've seen this match, I feel like, a million times on TV for some reason. Some variation of a six-man tag between Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, the Viking Raiders, and then of course Buddy Murphy, Seth Rollins, and AOP. I've seen a million different versions of that in the last 2 weeks of variations, but was the main event. Rollins got in the match, he got DQ'd, and of course they kicked their ass to the faces stand strong as the show ends, and that was how Raw ends with the faces standing tall. That's how it ends. Started off really good, kind of went downhill after that. But I thought overall, the two angles, the Randy Orton angle was fantastic, and I really liked the Becky Lynch, Shayna Baszler stuff. So I thought those two things delivered, and I thought overall, because of that, you have a decent show because you had two really good WrestleMania angles on the show. And I thought they both were really good, and they built up the match as well.